Hello guys, welcome back to another Sky Let's Play. This is part of the Let's Play series I've begun on my YouTube channel. I plan on uploading videos every Thursday. Um, it's a Let's Play, Let's Build series, so I'm gonna do a Let's Play so you get to see me play, but it's also gonna be building oriented. I've collected a bunch of resources off camera, and today we are going to start this episode by working on this pretty nice, small, quaint little village we have around us. We're gonna turn this into something sweet looking. A lot better. A lot of these houses are pretty plain Jane. We're gonna spruce them up, add a new path down below us, get some nice walkways. This is the first part of the Let's Build part of the Let's Play, so I've got resources, like I said, I'm collecting off camera. We're gonna start by working on the walkway. I have actually already started a section. I was just testing some things. As you can see, we've got cobblestone. This is gonna be the bulk of our road. This is cobblestone. We've got, we've got stone and polished andesite. So I feel like these three color palettes work pretty well together for this ground. So we are going to start by placing some blocks, removing some dirt. So what I would suggest as far as paths go is begin by putting down the major blocks. So the major block is what most of the path is going to be made out of. In this case, I'm using cobblestone. So I'm going to basically outline a path using cobblestone. I'm going to get rid of their old yellow path. I don't like it, so we're going to change that. Replace it with... Nope. Take that back. Replace it with dirt. So, like I said, start off. We're going to do this section right here that we're on. So start off by placing down your main blocks. Gonna loop back around here, probably come down. Actually, I don't like this. We're actually gonna raise this ground up. So again, main blocks, then place down secondary blocks at random after you get the main blocks down. So I'm gonna do a 3 and 2 wide path, so it's gonna be a mix. So I'm using 3 in between these buildings because I don't want to move the buildings right now. This is a quick turnaround, so I don't want to move these buildings. So if there's like spots between the buildings, they'll probably still be 3 wide, but then the majority of the path I think is going to be 2 wide, and this just adds some nice contrast with the paths. And actually, I'm going to place some dirt here just for some more contrasting stuff. Let that turn into grass. Don't ignore this fence, just pretend it's not here. Eventually this fence is gonna get replaced. I just needed something to fortify the village, so I just kind of laid this down at random, just to kind of keep the villagers safe from mob attacks. But yeah, so after you get your main block down, next you'll want to go back and just add in random blocks. Something I would suggest is never place the same block like beside each other twice. When you're doing a small path like this, never do 2 blocks that are the same, that are your accent blocks, I guess you could call them. So these are our accent blocks. Never place 2 of the same type. If you have multiple accent blocks, like in this case we're using stone and andesite, they look good next to each other, but like I feel like you should never be touching a block of the same color when I'm doing my paths. Now you can take this for what you want and make it how you want to do it. It's your build after all. It's okay to have them catty cornered like that, I believe, just not like that. Like, don't have these 2 blocks touching each other. I'm actually gonna take that out, place that down. So yeah, and this is just adding some contrast. I don't like the way that was looking, but I updated it. That looks better. A lot of path stuff is just kind of placing random blocks and then putting something down, and if you don't like it, change it and see if it looks better another way. Yeah, that'll work. So, again, paths. Start with your main block. So, in this case, it's cobblestone. So, lay down your cobblestone path again. So, cobblestone, I don't want any, oh shoot, I don't want any like 1-block paths, so my paths are going to be at least 2 blocks no matter what. So again, you see this well, and I'm going to make this 3 actually around this well, at least on this one side. So again, we're going to place cobblestone first, because that's our main block. Now, I know this is kind of awkward with like the single block here that you walk through, but I don't want to change the village too much. So what I think I'm going to do is actually cut this back, take this out, and we'll make this a, with the well. This is just kind of road editing, but with the well, let's take off this. So that'll like widen the path right there, so it's not 1 block anymore. And then we'll just do like a three-legged well covering. I'm actually gonna take part of this off. So yeah, I like that. So you still got it covered. It's still a 3. We moved some of the well to make room for the path, so that's pretty cool. And then yep, now you're gonna go back. And you guessed it, we're going to place our accent blocks. So we're going to take them out at random again. There's no rhyme or reason to how we're doing this. Just taking out random blocks here. Like so, okay. Go through, we'll place down some andesite. Polished andesite, then we'll come back and fill in the rest with stone. That's okay. I think that's too bad. I wouldn't want like 3 of the same stone in that one area, but I think like that separated by an accent block is pretty cool. Don't like that, so we're gonna change that to something else. We got one there. Let's do stone and stone. So yeah, see, random kind of defines the walkway better. I think it looks pretty cool. So yeah, we're just gonna keep on doing this, and I'm actually going to cut the, I'm not gonna cut the video, but I'm gonna speed it up, through this section. So I gave you the idea, so again, place your cobblestone first. Next, we're gonna randomly dig out the path, so I will catch y'all shortly. I'm gonna fast forward. Alright guys, we are back. So I'm gonna do some time-lapse stuff in the videos. I plan on it. If you do not like the idea of time-lapses, just let me know in the comments. So if you saw what I did, I just kind of dug out a path at random. This village is pretty much straight, so it's a little less, it's a little less complicated, I guess you could say. Because it is in fact a straight shot from each house. But yeah, so I dug out the edge, added the cobblestone, went back and took out random blocks and added the polished andesite and the stone. And we had planned on doing a step here. Don't worry, the houses I'm gonna do in one video, it might be this video, depending on what time I'm at. But yeah, so that's the idea. Now, when you step up, don't just do a straight shot. I mean, sometimes straight shots are okay, but it just gives it some more depth, I guess, when you have steps that aren't straight. I just like to do my steps a little crazy or wonky sometimes. I don't like completely straight. That's just my opinion. You might like completely straight, but for walkways, basically choose a color palette. 2 or 3 colors, I wouldn't do more than that, usually. Similar colors are great. It kind of, when you combine blocks that are slightly different but the same color, it kind of defines the path and makes it look pretty nice. So yeah, that is how you do a path. And I changed some things because I want to do in front of this house. I want to do some landscaping with like flowers and stuff, or maybe some raised beds or something. I'm not sure. Possibly an idea, but I did open that up so that could be done. I did on this one as well. I do want to take this block out though, because that could be another spot to put like a landscaping bit. So hopefully that grass will grow. This one, I didn't do it in front of this one because you can't really get a path that's more than 1 wide if you did that. So I don't like to go past below 2. 2's probably the minimum for any type of path, unless you're doing some like maze or something. Then you could probably do 1, but I wouldn't go smaller than like 2 on any type of pathways. That's just my opinion. I raised this up because these doors, I didn't like the steps in the way, so I raised this part up right here because these 2 houses connect pretty closely. And the reason I didn't do it over on this one is because, yes, these doors are close, but they're at different levels, so it's not as bad. Like, you don't have 2 steps blocking the path, whereas over here you had a step on either side, making the path go down to 1 block. So I didn't like that, so that's why I raised just this part up and now went back down. You're probably wondering what this part is. So, my idea eventually is to expand this village. That's the plan. I would like to, this was all here when I made it to this world, but I'd like to put some houses on stilts in the water and connect them up to this path. I will probably use the oak wood on this path, so just a trick. When you go over water, it's probably better to use wood rather than stone, because let's be honest, you wouldn't see floating stone on a water bridge. But one thing this pathway is lacking, being over water, is some pillars, so I want to add that eventually. But that's not this video, that's for a future video. But as you can see, I've got room to expand it. This is planned on being like my main entrance into this part of the village. Or it could be an extension to more of the village out in that area. But yeah, so that is how you do a pathway. So guys, I actually began editing this video, and then I realized I forgot to do an outro. I had planned on doing, as you can see, the world's a little different. I actually do these buildings, and I'm going to upload this video next. I actually did the villages and updated the villager houses in a video. I didn't realize it was going to take so long, and the video was like an hour or something, so I am just going to do the pathway part in this video, and I will upload and edit the video for the actual village builds next. But I just wanted to redo an outro, a new one since I forgot. Again, this has been a Dark Skywolf video. I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope you will stay tuned for future videos in the series. I hope you will enjoy this, and I hope it inspires y'all to build great things on Minecraft. But as always, please leave feedback, interact with me as much as possible. I promise I'll interact back. And yeah, it'd just be great to have y'all's input, advice, interactions, just so I don't feel like I'm doing these videos on my own. You know, that can sometimes be boring. But thanks again, and I will see y'all in the next Sky video. Thanks again. Good night, good morning, or good evening, depending on when you're watching this video. See y'all next time. Oh, hey buddy. Yeah, you wanted to be in the outro. You wanted your few minutes of fame, huh? Yeah, so this is Villager Bob. Hey Villager Bob, say hi to the people of YouTube. Hi, I'm Villager Bob. Adios. See y'all next time. Alright guys, I will catch y'all in the next Sky video. Thanks again.